Hello YouTube, Overblade here, and this is Minecraft with Feed the Beast add-on pack. As you notice here, I do have an opening that will allow monsters and other critters to approach and come into my little dwelling here, which I do not like, but I moved my quarry to this location. So it's digging out that, and let's see. Ooh, lots of them. Whoa. Craps. I died. Why did I die? Well, because I was bad. Let's see, the helmet. Let's pick up some weapons. Bronze sword should do it. Knockback maybe. And here we go. So yeah, I've been, as you noticed, I moved the quarry and to down here, or to this spot here, and oops, it's a bit scary and dark, and here we are. It's not a good place to be actually, because since it's always dark here, yes, I got some torches. There we go. A bit more items here. Monsters will spawn here all the time, so I should put out some lights. I wonder if I can do that here. There we go. Should be okay. Hopefully. Maybe I have to get a hole up there. Let's see. Oh no, I lost a lot of my armor. Down here in this explosion. Unless my little machine picked it up for me. Faster. Let's see if I can get out of here and find out. And I'm gonna... How am I gonna get out? Yeah, this wasn't really well thought out, was it? No, it wasn't. Never mind. Live and learn, huh? I never said I was an expert at this game, so... But I guess I should have done better than what I have been doing. There we go, out here, and let's see what's in here. Oh. Let's see what's in here. I have my leggings. Yes, I have the entire uniform. But where's my drill? There's my drill. There's the battery pack. There's the thingy. There's my looting sword. I think I have everything. Close the door, please. So I don't like that. I will make sure that no monster can come and attack me again ever. Well, they can, obviously. I didn't really think this through. Anyway, there is an opening here. I guess I could maybe close it off, sort of like this, in a way, to make sure that I don't get any nasty visitors. from the nasty people, or aliens, or monsters, not aliens. Like so. Should be a closed system now. Not much going on actually today. I lowered the floor, or I'm in the process of lowering the floor here, and as well as here. I lowered or raised the floor here actually in the room next to this one here, so it's a bit higher. I'm gonna fix that wall. I'm gonna raise this roof like it's a party going on. I also, yesterday I was out and I actually did some exploring because I wanted to get another type of wood blocks, and I came across a village that had knowledge fragments, 5 of them, and I got some zombie brains as well. And I came across an ender, and it gave me an ender pearl, which allowed me to, since I don't know exactly the uses for the ender pearls, I decided to use one to create a, here, excuse me, sorry, to make this chunk loader. So what this one is doing is loading a bunch of chunks, keeping it loaded all the time even if I'm not here, and as you can see it does cover pretty much my peat bog over there, as well as my arboretum, the solar panels, and the quarry. At least part of the quarry, maybe not all of it, but enough for it to actually make a difference. So basically what this means, hopefully, that is that stuff will continue develop, you know, machines will keep running, things like that, even though I'm not nearby. So this device here should constantly, as you can see, make this stuff, bog earth power. So I can just take this like so, and feed half there and half there, and I can take a bit more like so. Whoa. And these keep busy. I'm starting to get some birch wood. I like that. I didn't find that many birch wood saplings. I do have a bunch of rubber tree saplings, and I'm not sure about this setup actually. I do think slightly that the setup might be wrong, because sometimes when I swing by this place, it's just, you know, pushing stuff out into the wilderness, and that means that that stuff will just disappear basically when it unloads, or I don't know, when it updates in some way. So that's not good. Yeah, so this is nice. This is basically where the chunk starts here, when the green line goes to there. And you can, you know, select how you want the chunk to load, like if you want a square or a circle, line along the x-axis, along the c-axis, or a square. I go with square because that is the biggest, it covers the biggest area for me, and also it goes all the way up and all the way down, so that's kind of neat. So that means that this place will keep evolving, I guess you could say, or maybe not evolving as such, but it will be around, even though I'm not around myself. So that's sweet. Because one of the issues I've been having is that the peat bog just doesn't produce enough electricity for me. Especially since if I'm away to do things such as like I was looking for the birch. I want to find more types of woods. So wait, oh yeah, I created a chainsaw as well, but I see now that that didn't survive my death. Never mind. I didn't do advanced chainsaw, just did a normal chainsaw. Still, it's kind of sad when you lose items because of that. But it was based on my stupidity of actually jumping in there to go after the Enderman and then getting overwhelmed. But it shows me that I need to open up my that place where my quarry. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to do this row here. I'm not going to have 2 layers of wood here. I'm just doing 1 layer a little bit lower so I can stand on that while I'm going to remove the upper layer. And again, this is a temporary solution. I will get out of here. Let's see. There we go. Oh, I didn't turn off that. Okay. I guess I don't really need to put holes everywhere completely all the way, you know, clear out all of this. Just do it strategically, I guess. Where is the outer limit of the quarry? What else? Yeah, I mean, this is basically what I'm going to be doing now for a bit, and that's getting my expanded workshop up and running. Basically, so things happen. Well, not things happen, but there's not going to be that much action going on during this next couple of episodes, I guess. But it's the weekend, so I might be able to do a lot of stuff off camera, which mean that you'll only see the finished product. And I guess you're looking forward to that, I think. I don't know if you want to watch me build and such.
A vast virus database has been updated.
Okay, so what else is going on? Yeah, I did venture, I'm going to show in that direction, which is west. And I did come across 2 biomes, a big snow biome and also a desert biome. The desert biome is where I found the cacti and a flower that instead of going to the nether and killing blazes or whatever for the blaze rods, and then, you know, get the blaze rod power there or whatever the powder might be called, if you go to the desert, there might be some flowers there that you can take out, basically harvest the flowers, and it creates this blaze powder or something like that. It's a little bit safer, unless of course you spawn way too far away from the desert and you need to venture there early on. I mean, I feel somewhat safe when I venture out now because I have a good sword, I have a good armor, and as long as I don't come across a creeper that sneaks up on me or fall down a hole, I feel confident that I will survive most things. The drawback now is that my sword here is wounded or damaged, need to be repaired, but the way the situation is that since I died, I lost a bunch of levels, so sucks to be me, huh? So I could bring another sword. I do have a bunch of them, and as such I do have another addon as well. I'm going to be using this one now to actually clear out this area over here. I'm not too crazy about using the laser, but because it costs a lot of energy to use it. But it is helpful. Let's see. Oh, there's my saw. Aha! Thank you, machine. You brought it home. Oops. Yes. Let's just blast away here. A little bit like this. Pew pew pew. It makes no noises though. It's a nice little tool if, I guess, used in moderation, which I definitely aren't doing. Whoa. I'm just trying to create some aspects that makes it so the quarry underneath isn't in complete darkness, so monsters won't spawn and things like that underneath here. I mean, some areas will still be dark, I guess, but I'm hoping that I can maybe at least light up most of them, the areas. Or make those areas small enough so there really isn't any place to hide. Of course, doing it at nighttime isn't probably the best option, since it is kind of tricky to see never mind. I'm just doing it anyway. And we're out of laser thingy. No worries. Whoa. There we go. Close the door, please. Thank you. Anything else going on? Yeah. What I'm going to do, I mean, I guess I did mention the plants before, but what I'm going to do is that since I'm going to lower the floor here to make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels high. Oops. I don't want to do that. There we go. Oh, and there we go. Total darkness. There. I'm going to put lights in the floor. Not the torches like here, but rather those these here glowstone lamps. I do have a few, I think. Here are like 4 of them. So it's going to be like this. So here it's going to be in the ceiling and light here, and then, you know, above it's going to be on the roof to light that part. I guess we can take these here and actually put them there, like so. And let's see, where do we have, I mean, if we, for example, where's my chainsaw there? Bunch of stuff in a way. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2. That's the center of this one. Right? And then we have 1, 2, 1, 2. That's the center of that one. And then we have 1, 2 there. There. Put it there. 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 I don't know if it's enough to light up this room, or I need to create more. I think I need to create more. They aren't that difficult to create. The problem is if you have to move them, because the glowstone just don't want to be moved, basically. If you destroy them, you have to, what happens is you get glowstone dust, and that's it. So anyway, it's lighting up down there, and it's lighting up here. So, nice. I can have maybe pipes going up along the roof for the machines, between power and machine or whatever, or in the walls. What I was thinking of doing is that you can see these pipes down here. So I was thinking about maybe extending the wall one extra here, like so. So instead of having like a very wide staircase like I'm doing now, I'm gonna have a more narrower staircase, where just to get up and down. There are a few different ways to get up and down to the different floors, but staircase, they're the analog option. No buttons, no machinery, no issues really when it come to how you're gonna do it. Just walk. So that's a plus, I think. What else am I gonna do? A bunch of stuff. This is a big project, but I think of it as a fun project, especially since I have color combinations and shit like that, stuff like that. Can't say shit on YouTube, can you? I don't know. So yeah, this is, I guess, not the... I enjoy the building aspect, but at the same time I feel like maybe I've gotten too far ahead of stuff here, because I have this machinery now that helps me. I have this nano armor that is very useful. I have the quarry that digs out materials for me, and hopefully find some diamonds and the materials that I need to continue. I have the machines to create energy for me and all that. I have the solar power plant. I have the water mills. So I sort of feel like I don't know where to go, and I was very distracted in the beginning as well. In which direction to take this. And by watching others play, I basically just saw something that I thought looked cool and nice, and I want to incorporate that into my my world, or my Minecraft, and I wanted to add that to it, even though it was probably not the best thing to do, because as you see now, I do have I have some machines that runs on electricity, I have some machines that run on steam power, and I should basically focus on one of them. And I think that from watching a video by Direwolf20, where he basically do a FTB tutorial with a group of, I think it's Hat Films, that basically he explains to them one way to start off, and all that jazz, and I like that. So maybe I should go for the industrial craft things, and if I am correct, I can totally be wrong. The industrial craft is, the machines are compressor, extractor, iron furnace, electric furnace, macerator, miner, recycler, terraformer, Tesla coil, and mass fabricator, as well as a canning machine. And you have the MG from generators, geothermal generators, HV transformers, MFE transmitters, solar collectors, switch cables, water mills, windmills, those kind of stuff. The cables are, of course, the gold cable, the copper cable, glass fiber cables, things like that. The backpack. I guess if there's an HV transformer, it's a MV, and LV, which is, I guess, high voltage, medium voltage, low voltage. So there are those stuff to do. I wrote down what I could gather in terms of information about which was what. So hopefully I have the proper information in regard to that, and so that would be nice. Like this one, drill. So yeah, maybe I should, restart everything, start over from scratch somewhere else, and see what happens. If I like make it more focused on all the different building aspects and all that, and yeah, I mean, what do you think, the viewers? Is that something that sounds like a good idea? Sounds like a bad idea? It's like no, stop that. Continue where you are. You come so far. Just continue. Ideally, basically, I would like to do multiplayer. Not with a bunch of people, but maybe with one or two people. The thing is that I tried to activate a server. Basically run a server on my computer, and it worked. I managed to get one started, and I managed to play it and all that. But my router is kind of crappy, or my internet connection is a bit crappy at times, which means that I had to restart routers and stuff like that, and I will be given a new IP address when that happens. So it's not a persistent server that I set up, because I can't do it. And joining one of the servers or the server providers, any of the providers that provide you with a server or host your server, it's not an option because I just don't have the money for it. I know it's not a lot of money, but still it's money. And right now I need to, this is still just a hobby, something I do when I get some extra time, and I do enjoy it a lot. But I cannot justify paying for a server to run a Minecraft multiplayer version or something like that, especially since the people I know, they aren't really into this game, or they have it on the Xbox, which means that they don't have access to the mod packs as like FTB and such, which is a shame, really, because it would be fun to play with them, like with my nephew, for example. He is very knowledgeable about Minecraft, while I am a little bit more knowledgeable than him when it comes to the feed the beast aspect of Minecraft. I'm not overly, knowledgeable, or knowledge. Yeah, I have limited knowledge about this stuff. But yeah, so that's where we are at the moment. So I guess that I will continue with this for a bit. I mean, I do like where I've gotten so far, but as I watch other play, I still feel like, yeah, this is what I'm doing now, is basically tidying up my workshops by expanding my rooms here, and moving on to eventually moving machines and building more machines and sorting them out. So like the red power machines are in one room, industry craft are in one room, things like that. But at the same time, I feel like maybe starting over is the key to get that to happen, to make the changes more easier in a way. I don't know. So let me know what you think, and I will be back in next episode where I guess I would be ready to maybe move machines, but what I would do is I will not move the machines that I have here because they're hooked up to a power system that gets power from the sun and the wind, but rather I will build some new industry craft machines over here, in either in here or up here, most likely down here, because I want to run them on either geothermal or what's the other thing? Lava. That would be nice. So yeah, this is gonna be hoot. So I guess this is the end of this episode, and I want to thank you for watching. Always fun. Please leave a comment, suggestion, like or dislike, whatever. You know, it doesn't matter which one of them you pick. I just love to hear from you. You know, you never write anymore. So anyway, this is, oops. Okay, here we go. Let's get that last part there. Yeah, this is Oberon Blade, and this is Minecraft, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.